So obviously, my Migs, also known for you guys, Dina, she's pregnant.
So
I'm super excited for her and for Erica. So this week we're actually going to be talking about how we felt and
how we found out.
Yeah, how we found out when we were pregnant.
Oh God, take us back
to 2014.
It's crazy because I feel like with Erica and Dina, it just happened like last week, so it's fresh for them. Yeah. For us, I'm like, God damn, how did we find out, baby?
So we actually got married, legally married, September 30th, and that day we went to Mexico. That same day, I was like, you know what, let's get married. Since we're already going to Mexico, let's get married. It just became legal maybe a few weeks prior. So I was like, let's get married. And, you know, we already had our everything booked. And she's like, all right, let's do it. So we got married, and then right after that, we went straight to Playa del Carmen. Y'all need to go. That's our spot. And I had a feeling that I was going to get my period. So I brought the medication that I was supposed to take once I started my menstrual cycle. Sure enough, I started my menstrual cycle while we were in Mexico. And, you know, we weren't really tripping off of, what's that bug?
The swine?
No.
It was some sort of like crazy swine, Zika.
Zika, there we go, Zika. So, and they say, you know, when you travel, you should probably wait a few months before you try to get pregnant. But, you know, we weren't really tripping off of that. And I started taking my medicines. We were just super excited to, you know, start. So I was taking my medicine and I didn't drink while we were out there, which sucked. But at the same time, you know, I remember you were like, babe, you're sober. Oh my God, you're so boring. Blah, 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 blah.
Absolutely.
Anyway. No, so that was October 1st when I started. And then I had to take medicine for about 7 days. And I remember October 24th, we did our IUI, which is intrauterine insemination. And I remember, like, the doctor,
he was the cutest doctor. Shout out to our doctor at Oakland, Kaiser.
Yes.
He's probably retired now, but he was retired at the time.
Mm-hmm, but he was, like, helping out.
Yeah, but he was amazing.
Such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he was awesome. But he made us feel so comfortable. The whole endocrinology staff was awesome. They were great. But, so yeah, you know, after he did his thing, he just had me lay there and he talked to me for about 30 minutes. And I went home and put my feet up on the wall.
Yeah, they have you do that.
No, he didn't say to do it, but me, I was like, this shit's gonna take. And
I thought they had you anyway, yeah.
So 5 days later, we go visit her family. And I remember her mom was like, ¿Quieres unos huevitos con frijoles? You want some eggs and beans? And I was like, yeah, you know, I'll have some. And right when she brought it to my face, I was like, ugh. And I ran to the bathroom and yacked. And she's like, oh, esta está embarazada.
Yeah, she called it. My mom was like, Mija, she's pregnant. And I was like, I think so, Mom. Because that was so weird. Like, Betsy eats everything. You know, especially my mom's cooking. And so she threw up and was super nauseous. And then the weird craving started happening. And mind you, when you go through this process, it's very nerve-wracking because what you do is you have to wait and go to the laboratory like every 2 days, 3 days. And they check what's called your HCG levels through blood work. And that pretty much determines if your HCG levels are multiplying or, in her case, quadruplifying. They were going crazy.
Yeah.
Then that means you're pregnant, and in our case, that meant we were having twins.
Well, we didn't know we were having twins.
We didn't
know.
know.
Once we did the IUI, they said you can't take your first pregnancy test until 14 days after. So those 2 weeks were nerve-wracking. You know, we're like, I want to do one, I want to do one, I want to do one. But they say that you can get a false positive. So of course we didn't do it until we had to do our blood work. And when I did my first blood test, I called the advice line so I can get my results. Why were my levels like at 300? And you have to do it every other day for about a week. It went from 300 to 1800 to 3000, and it was just like my coworker. I worked at the lab, so I was getting my results right away. I was calling chemistry like, hey, I just did a pregnancy test. Can you run that stat, please? And they did it, and of course they would call me back, hey, your numbers are at this. And my coworker was like, yo, you're gonna have, sounds like you're having multiples. I'm like, no way, get out of town. Nah, it's probably normal. She's like, no, when they mean doubling, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, etc.
When we found out we were pregnant, pretty much we
scheduled our ultrasound.
We scheduled our ultrasound. At that moment, through the whole blood work, we knew we were pregnant, and we were ecstatic.
Yeah.
At that time, we didn't know we were having multiples, but we had read upon, people told us that if your numbers multiply that high, you're probably having multiples, and we didn't know. So we went in for our ultrasound, and lo and behold,
we
2 little sacs.
There was 2 little sacs. One was actually larger than the other, and the doctor was like, "Oh yeah, you're definitely pregnant."
Yeah, so we found out we were having twins, and we were ecstatic. We were up to the moon, and we took it lightly. We were like, twins, yeah, knock them both out at the same time. Yeah. As you guys know, it was absolutely hard, but at the moment, I remember a feeling of, wow, like, this woman is gonna have our family. She's gonna give me the best thing that I can ever have hoped, wished, dreamed for. Like, it's all happening, it's all real. And at that time, we didn't know much families in the gay community that were doing that. Like, we were kind of one of the first families that we knew, and so there wasn't much people to talk to about it. But we were over the moon. We were happy, we were blessed, we were scared, we were all in one, and it couldn't have turned out any better for us. It's kind of like a Cinderella story, because we did have twins
on the first try.
From the start, and as hard as it has been, it's blessings on blessings too. So we couldn't be any happier, and you guys know the rest.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. It was exciting. I think back. I mean, it's the boy's birthday this week, and I'm just like, oh my god. I keep watching.
There are 3.
They're about to be 3 this Saturday.
Where the fuck did the time go, man? It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. So Erica and Dina,
enjoy these 9 months.
Yeah, like, I know, Dina could be probably going through her mood swings and all this other stuff, but
be patient with each other.
Enjoy it, because you're going to blink and we're going to be at your 3rd birthday for your baby, and just enjoy it, guys.
What's up, Lesby fam? Good morning. Turn this down. Doing my little morning ritual here, and I thought I'd take the time out to talk to you about the day we found out we were pregnant. So I got my coffee here. I got my bagel. Ooh, I burnt it a little bit. I have to work on that for my kid. And of course, I got my sermon up here. Turned it down though, so I can talk to you guys for a minute. It's all good. It's on YouTube. You can rewind it, watch it over and over, which I hope you guys do as our videos. Alright, so the day we found out we were pregnant. So I don't know if you remember back on our IVF vlog, we took a test, a home test, and that was probably about, I don't know, 5 days after or so. And we were told not to take a home test. But, I mean, come on. That's like putting cake or ice cream in front of a kid's face and telling them not to eat it. That's impossible. So, we bought 2, and we took it that morning. If we had put that ending in, I guarantee you everyone would have known we were pregnant. And we couldn't let that happen. So, bringing it back to when the day we found out, there was a nervousness, but it wasn't a nervousness like, oh man, what if this isn't positive? I felt an overwhelming like calmness, like almost like Christmas morning when that present is underneath the tree and you might have seen it in your parents' closet already, so you know you have it and you just can't wait to open it, you know? That was my feeling that morning before she turned it over. I felt like we're pregnant. I just felt so sure of it, you know? I put it in God's hands and I just knew that He did this for us, you know? And so when she turned it over, my face was like, and she just kind of giggled and she was like, I knew it. And I was like, me too. But it was opening that present. It was seeing the result on there. So I'm getting all choked up. And it was cool. I can't find the word for it really, but it was like the best feeling, you know? And I didn't cry. I'm crying now talking about it. But on the day I didn't cry. I was just like, yes, you know, yes. We had blood work the following Monday and we knew that, you know, that was more of a accurate result. And we got the phone call.
I have really good news. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, all right. So you are definitely pregnant. The beta-HCG hormone level today is 626. So congratulations.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's good.
It's really good. It's a really good result. Is Erica with you?
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
she
here.
is.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's a really good result. We look for 100 or more,
Mhm.
and you know, it's not any good, bad, or otherwise that it's more than 100. It's fine. It's a really strong first result.
And so we had to wait. Oh, it was the longest wait, man. It was like 2 weeks long before we had our first ultrasound. I was nervous. Because the doctor had called us and gave us instructions. Okay, you definitely are pregnant, so this is the things that you need to do. These are things you don't do, and then these are things that you can do now. And one of them was you can have sex. And so we did right away because, I mean, it had been so long. And yeah, she started to spot a little, and it made us, I was so nervous. I was like on edge. I prayed all day, every day, because I thought that we hurt the baby, or I don't know. I mean, I know it's a huge risk during this time before you get to a certain amount of weeks, so I was terrified. Alright, good morning, guys. It's Monday, the day after Pride. I'm a little hungover, but we're excited to see our kid. Hi, Chiquita. She's tired.
Alright, so that morning of the appointment, I was nervous. I was nervous because I knew, we already knew we were pregnant. We got the call from Liz, like, was it 2 weeks ago? And I knew that we were going to see something, you know, and not only that, we were going to find out if it was just one or if the embryo had split. and we're in the room, and he does the sonogram, and there it is.
You see it?
Uh-huh.
A little bit
Yeah.
quicker.
Uh-huh.
We'll learn a little bit more as time goes on, but that's good to see the flicker. You want a picture?
Sure.
Okay. So now I'm gonna try to.
when I'm about to cry, I start to laugh first, and then I start to cry. And so as he was inside this, like, he had this thing inside of me, and I started to giggle because I knew I wanted to cry, and he was like, don't move, because he was trying to get the heartbeat.
Oh, don't move, don't move, don't move. Okay, so let's see.
I can hear Erica like, oh my God, you know, she was, God, I can't get this open. She was choked up for sure, but she also didn't like shed tears, you know, we were just being super brave.
The baby was fine. You saw the flicker, you heard the heartbeat, and I was just like, the heartbeat got me. I totally had a frog in my throat, and I was trying not to cry because I was at the doctor's office.
Alright, so we put in one embryo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And currently, just see one in there. There it is.
But it was a really big moment to see our baby, you know, after all this time we waited.
We knew then that we would be able to announce it. We still have, you know, a couple more weeks to go before we're clear, but
And even now, I think announcing that we were pregnant is very risky. You know, these are the stages where anything can happen, and as positive as we can be, it's just the way of life, you know? You just never know. I don't know. We're just gonna keep being positive.
we are pregnant, and that's the main thing. And I trust in God. I trust God 100%. He brought it this far. When we see this all the way through, you know? So I have no worries. We're gonna be just fine. The baby's gonna be just fine.
How I've been feeling, holy shit. I'm hungry. Okay, look, already, I'm just a natural born fat ass. I'm always hungry. But now, like, this is real. Like, my pizza craving is unbelievable. Like, I can't get enough of pizza. I can't get enough of food. I need it 24/7. And my body is seriously changing so much. I'm 7 weeks pregnant now, and I just feel hungrier than ever. I am so tired all the time. I sometimes can't fight it. I need to get a lot of things done during the day, doing errands during the week, at work, and I can't fight it. It's really hard to stay awake. If there's a chance where I'm at my mom's or anybody's house, I will find a bed and I will knock out. So we'll see what's to come.